I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't even matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. It doesn't even matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you like me, whether you don't like me, whether you like my YouTube videos or whether you don't like my YouTube videos. It doesn't even matter if you push like or dislike. It doesn't matter if you my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. I still greet all of you all with the same greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Tonight happened to be October the 16th, 2019. The time being about 10:50 p.m. It's a few things that I want to touch on tonight. And I want black people especially to pay close attention. I want all human beings that stand for justice and for equality for all, I want you to pay attention. But you see, it's something going on in the black community where blacks are being killed at a high rate. Blacks killing blacks unjustifiably across this nation. I focus a lot in my hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Police officers is killing blacks at a high rate. I'm gonna take two cases that I want black people in general, well, especially blacks, but everybody that stands for justice in general, to pay close attention to this here. First, we gonna go to Saturday, October the 12th, 2019 in Fort Worth, Texas, where a young 28-year-old female by the name of Tatiana Jefferson, highly educated, a degree in biology, a promising future for not just blacks, but a promising future for our country. Very educated. No criminal. Very educated. She was in her own home. It was about 2-something in the morning. Her and her 8-year-old nephew playing some games. Her neighbor was concerned, called the police because he seen her front door and back door open. He did what he thought was best. He didn't know the outcome that was going to happen when he called the police. You see, the police in Texas, a month or so ago, well, a year or so ago, around this time, shot and killed a 26-year-old black guy because the white police said she thought she was going in her apartment and thought a burglar was there. We know the case on that one. A promising young black man, God-fearing. But let's get back to Tatiana Jefferson, 28 years old. Another promising young black being taken off of the face of this earth because of the negligence of a police officer who happened to be white. Now, the call was that the lights was on and it was a welfare check. You see, that welfare check remind me of May the 19th of 2008, about a little bit after midnight, right here in Charleston, Missouri, on Vine Street, in this house that I'm living in now. My two young daughters was 1 and 2, going on 2 and 3 years old. Their mother was out in the streets for 3 days and 3 nights, out here using heroin, crack, and everything else. On the 17th of May of 2008, I made a police report letting them know she left out the house on the 16th and never returned. Now, they did something. I thank God that they didn't kill me. I thank God that my 2 young children is still alive and well. She couldn't get no more drugs out in the streets. The police knew she was out in the streets, but they come in my house a little after midnight, like the Ku Klux Klan used to do us with the crosses, or coming to get some of us that's speaking up against this injustice in this world against blacks. But they sent a black sergeant and a white officer telling me a judge said, give my 2 children to their drug addict mother who've been out in the streets. I'm getting back to the welfare check now. Now, if my daughters and them was in danger with me, it should have been a welfare check. You see what I'm saying? Children and Family Services should have came with them to see whether my children was in danger with me or the one was out in the streets using crack and heroin for 3 days and 3 nights. But since I didn't want to give my child up, my 2 children up, the black sergeant pulled a gun on me. He told me to sit down. He didn't want no trouble. He had the audacity to say he didn't want no trouble. This is Charleston, Missouri Police Department, y'all. But now, had I resist, I wouldn't be here to be able to talk to y'all now. I had to make a great sacrifice. Let them take my children and ask God to let them be safe and alive when I get them back. Took 70 days and 70 nights. When I got them back, they got them out of the Charleston, Missouri to Chicago. When I found them 70 days later, they was living in the streets with their drug addict mother, who this Charleston Police Department I have no respect for. This court system here, I have no respect for. These organizations and groups here, NAACP and all, I have no respect for. Because they didn't care. But let me tell you, I'm going to show you something with the murder of this young lady in Texas, a Tatiana Jefferson. Now, the police officer, this happened on a Saturday. Now, let me show you how these police is working. White police killed the black. It seemed to be a norm now. These black civil rights lawyers, they rush like they concerned about the black people getting killed, but they not concerned about one thing, and that's dollar bills. They didn't even get a family enough time to grieve, and they sitting at a conference table setting up something like it's a show or a circus. All they thinking about is the millions that they can get. But we ain't gonna even talk about that right now. Let me show you what they're trying to, the scheme that they're trying to do now. Pay close attention to this here. All you people that stand for justice, no matter what your nationality is. Pay close attention to this. Here it is, the police officer kills this Tatiana Jefferson on Saturday, October the 12th. On Monday, he resigned. After he resigned, here's the chief of police. Now listen to this here. You could tell that to somebody else, but you can't tell it to me or any thinking human being. The chief of police said, oh, we was gonna fire him today. but he came in to resign. You had Saturday to fire him. You had Sunday to fire him. You had early Monday before he even came in to resign. You gave him a chance to resign. Then you say he's not being cooperative. He won't say nothing. You know why he won't say nothing? Because y'all as law enforcement officials, you tell us we got a right to remain silent. Those that remain silent, most time we beat our cases out. Those that don't remain silent, they incriminate themselves. He remains silent because he know y'all working hand in hand with him. But now, here you is get the affidavit from a little young 8-year-old black guy. And I can't even understand them lawyers that's supposed to be representing the families. But you get an affidavit from a young 8-year-old and send it out publicly so this police that murdered this black girl can see what this young black 8-year-old boy was saying that his auntie heard noises out there and she went in her purse and got her gun and pointed it at the window. Now the police gonna probably say, since he stayed silent and y'all giving the whole world a statement of the 8-year-old boy, you giving the police something to say. Well, I seen a gun now. That's what he gonna say. Even though if he seen a gun, the lady was in her house. You see, y'all tried to make the lady look bad anyway. Once he done killed her in her own house, it's supposed to have been a welfare check. Y'all take a picture of a gun in her house. Then you did more research, just like when the white police lady killed the young brother in Texas last year. Y'all put a search warrant on his house looking for drugs, got drugs out of there like he was a drug dealer. His house had nothing to do with this white police murdering him. You see what I'm saying? Quan McDonald, October the 14th, 2014, or October 2014, Quan McDonald, even though he had a knife and he was on some type of LSD, he was running away, far away from anybody to hurt anybody, and the police shot him 16 times. But the police said that Quan McDonald was trying to attack him. How can you attack him when you running east, he running east, and you sitting west, and y'all ain't approaching each other. You approaching him, but you distance away from him. But let me show you this here. Now, the people is protesting. All the preachers is getting together. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you ain't gonna see these people. You ain't gonna see this publicity of what happened on Sunday, October the 13th, 2019 in Chicago, Illinois, about 11:40 p.m. A young mother with 3 or 4 children in a car parked outside at night. 3 black guys now come up to this black mother and these black children and get to shooting in the back window and shot a 3-year-old in the head. These is 3 black guys did this. Where's the preachers at? Where's CNN News? Where's the world news? Where's the nation news on this? Where is Vice President Pence? He's over in Turkey trying to get peace over there. How about getting peace in the black community? Where's the black leaders at? Where's the protesters at? Where's all the Hollywood stars at? Oh, that's right, you got to be a famous basketball player or famous singer when you get killed. All them gather together. When the police get killed, all them gather together. I bet you all nationalities are going to be there when Trump tried to go to Chicago and speak, but you can't get together with all this killing in Chicago and other places where the black on black crime is. But y'all think about what I said. The plot that they're going to use for this killing in Texas Where's the people that trying to find these 3 cowards that shot and killed that 3-year-old? The 3-year-old happened to be named is King Goodman. Let's pray that King Goodman make it through. Let's pray that they find them 3 individuals and throw them up under the jail. Peace be.